Welcome everyone to the 2020 Maverick reception. We have an amazing program in store for this evening. Before we begin, we would like to introduce your moderators and hosts for the evening. You'll be seeing all of their smiling faces throughout the program. First up are our two fantastic moderators, Lenny Chessel, FAU Tech Runway Advisory Board member, and co-moderator Fab Brumley, Palm Beach County President and Vice Chairman of Business Banking at Bank of America. Our hosts for the evening include Connor Lynch, the Chairman of the Tech Runway Advisory Board and COO of Plastridge Insurance, Dr. Daniel Flynn, Vice President for Research, FAU, Jessica Beaver, Associate Director of FAU Tech Runway, Reese Williams, Managing Director of Corporate Investments for FAU, and Heather Henderson, Assistant Director of Development at Tech Runway. FAU Tech Runway would also like to take a moment to thank all of its donors, sponsors, advisory board members, community partners, mentors, and all others for their continued support of FAU Tech Runway. Everyone who supports Tech Runway plays a major role in helping successfully launch the next generation of global entrepreneurs. Now, on to the program. Please welcome Reese Williams as he will briefly state Tech Runway's latest successes, starting with how much we have raised for this year's Maverick reception for the venture class companies.
We've raised 53% more this year than we did last year for this particular event, and every dollar goes to support the program. This year also, we had the first statewide winner for the top business plan in the state. This hasn't happened in 5 years. That's thanks to Hannah Herbst and her business Tiburon. Really a banner year. Not only that, but companies that aren't student run, that are in fact run by folks that look a lot like Lenny and I, kind of on the older side of the, I'm sorry. We just had Stewart Therapeutics take top prize as the best biotech company in the entire southeastern U.S. That is a tribute to the mentors, the staff, and everyone that enable their progress as well. So it's been an amazing year. I just want to add as well, what else? Let's see, a record number. We have the highest number of mentors in our mentor cadre. And I'd say if you could quantify the experience index in terms of the number, the ratio that have actually built and sold tech companies, also at an all-time high. I-Core instruction, we keep adding so many features and so many benefits to the program. It really is really the upward, despite the pandemic, the upward trajectory just continued. And again, we owe it to the staff and all the stakeholders, the sponsors, the mentors, and everyone else. So thank you. What an amazing year. The numbers speak for themselves. And if you had to line them up to like a column, a win column and a lose column, I'd put us in the win column. I'd say we're in. We're in like Flynn. And speaking of Flynn, Dr. Flynn would love your perspective on the program's trajectory.
Thank you, Reese. The goal of any university is to do excellent research and discover new knowledge. And from that come products and practices that can benefit our society. So that is the ultimate goal of all universities. And that can be seen here in Tech Runway, where we translate novel ideas from faculty, from students, and from our community into companies that develop products and business practices that can benefit our society and the people around us. There is an amazing amount of expertise associated with Tech Runway. Tech Runway has grown considerably over the past several years, and we've got excellent people in place. Reese Williams helping to raise capital for all these companies, Jessica Beaver handling daily operations, a wonderful cadre of mentors who mentor the companies and really work them to become competitive, the I-Core program to help young companies get started, FAU Wave and the business plan competition which primed the pump, and then on the back end, the SBDC, the Small Business Development Center, that is able to help take these mature companies, take them by the hand, walk them across the hedges to the research park, and help them launch into successful companies. This was a great year for research and creative activities at FAU, which bodes well for the future. Recently, this past week, Danita Nias and her team at the Institutional Advancement Division announced a $20 million gift for Jewish studies. This is the biggest gift we've ever gotten, and this helps to endow our Jewish studies and Holocaust studies programs.
Mazel tov.
We announced the hospital partnership with Memorial Health System. We will be working with them as true partners under a research affiliation agreement to do clinical trials research and clinical research together to help advance new patient care options for the patients in our backyard and in our community. We announced an $11 million research grant from the Office of Naval Research, working with the Navy to develop new ways to detect vehicles that operate in stealth mode off of our coast. And then finally, a $13 million award to the Harbor Branch Aquaculture team, engaging in research in warm water marine aquaculture. where they're working with the College of Business and other business people to understand what are the best ways to scale and develop warm water marine aquaculture as a way to develop food security for our citizens and to develop new jobs and a new industry for South Florida. Recently, you may have seen that FAU was ranked in the top 50 entrepreneurial universities by the Princeton Review, coming in at number 37. And we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep pushing till we're in the top 25 and all the way to the top if we can get there. With this excellent team, excellent mentors, an outstanding community reaching out to help us, I know we're going to get there. So there have been many, many more great achievements that have happened here at the university, and I'll hand that over to Dr. John Kelly, who can tell us a little bit about those advancements.
Thank you all for joining us to celebrate the accomplishments of our Tech Runway entrepreneurs. The Maverick reception is always such a wonderful opportunity to network with our local businesses, community, and I truly miss being connected with each of you in person. Programs like FAU Tech Runway are especially important as we contend with the economic downturn caused by COVID-19 pandemic. We received a record number of applications for the 2020 launch competition, which took place near the start of the COVID shutdown. This underscores the importance and unwavering interest in supporting local aspiring entrepreneurs. Of course, none of this would be possible without the hard work of many faculty, staff, and friends. I'd also like to say a very special thank you to the FAU Tech Runway mentors, advisory board members, community partners, investors, generous donors, and sponsors. You have been instrumental in supporting our entrepreneurs and the growth of this exceptional program. And I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the contributions of former FAU interim president Dennis Crudell and former chair of the Board of Trustees, Anthony Barber. I'd like to close by sharing some great news. FAU jumped 4 spots to number 136 in the U.S. News and World Report ranking of the nation's very best public universities. We're also ranked number 33 for social mobility. This ranking recognizes FAU as one of the top schools in the nation for providing access to students of all backgrounds, in addition to their academic excellence. Our award-winning programs provide students with the tools to turn their dreams into reality and ensure that everyone succeeds. This includes our world-renowned research and business programs, which encourage an entrepreneurial spirit and prepare students to be competitive in a modern global marketplace. Community partners like you continue to inspire and energize us as we work to make FAU a top 100 ranked university. Stay well, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Go Owls!
We'll jump to you, Connor.
All right, thank you, Lenny. So I'll leave Lenny's head on the screen and I'll get going.
With happening?
What's that?
That must just be your view because I'm seeing everybody else. So
okay, perfect. So
although we can do like Dr. Kelly did, and you speak, and then my mouth will go different from the actual words. That'd be pretty cool.
Perfect. That's awesome. Well, thank you to President Kelly for this great message and about Tech Runway and obviously FAU's fantastic growth. So I just wanted to mention that we are so grateful for the university's continued support of Tech Runway. What we're here to accomplish tonight is to celebrate award winners. We have several to acknowledge and recognize the many achievements and successes of Tech Runway program. To support Tech Runway via sponsors, donors, mentors, investors. There's so many different ways to get involved and engaged in this organization and to support the continued growth and thriving of it. And just to recognize the overall successes to help us move forward and to see the continued growth of Tech Runway. With that being said, I know we have a lot to get to tonight, so I'm going to turn it back over to Lenny and let him speak to you a little bit about the venture program.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Actually, our first award presentation is the 2020 Maverick Venture of the Year Award. Reese, since you aged me backward like a little bit of a Stuart Little, I think it is. You put me in the same class, and when you look at the hair, I don't know, that made me feel pretty good. So I really thank you for that. So do explain a little bit about the venture program and why Locket Plates is this year's award recipient. I just want to say, the first time I saw their presentation, I'm like, they got something there. You know, I mean, some of the ideas we see tonight may not be quite as great as what we saw with Locket. That's a little tease there.
Well, thank you, Lenny. And I'm happy to do this because, as you know, one of the most dangerous places anyone could possibly find themselves in South Florida is between a camera and Reese Williams. Thank you. FAU Tech Runway's annual launch competition selects 25 companies on a competitive basis to enter its year-long venture program. The venture program consists of entrepreneurial skills instruction, monthly mentoring sessions with a team of successful tech entrepreneurs, marketing assistance, project work conducted by student interns in both business and graphic design, help with capital raising and grant applications, vendor credits, preferred access to regional entrepreneurship events and tech investor conferences, co-working space at no cost, and marketing assistance, which I already mentioned. An amazing bundle of resources and relationships. Locket Plates was selected as this year's Maverick Venture of the Year due to its team's success in moving during a very short period of time from having a mere concept and rough prototype quickly on to patent application filing, adjusting its business model to include institutional customers, working with a professional product design firm and contract manufacturing of the final product, and then onto significant sales success, both via retail sales, traditional e-commerce, and institutional channels. Presently, Locket Plates are purchased by customers in, wait for it, 42 states. And FAU and FIU are counted as two of its institutional clients. In response to the pandemic, the team has switched focus exclusively to e-commerce, and recently its website was ranked as a top performer on GoDaddy.com. Additionally, Locket Plates won the QVC HSN open call for the big next find, and its product will be promoted by that massive media outlet in the near future. Finally, the product is presently under evaluation by the U.S. military for use on base dining facilities. Not bad for a company that initially declined our investment to apply to the FAU Tech Runway launch competition. At the time, they did not believe that they had the time to devote to compete and succeed in the marketplace. But by any measure, the company has clearly exceeded its own expectations, having won first place in the 2800 FAU Adams Center Entrepreneurship's Business Plan Competition, and more recently, having been named as one of only 5 Dabbler Fellows statewide by University of South Florida's Muma College of Business. In late 2019, the company was awarded a cornerstone patent that includes 19 broad claims for the product's design and function, and its second application is presently under review by the U.S. Patent Office. Locket Plates received its federal trademark in early 2020 for both the company name and the logo. The team would like to thank its patent attorney, Mark Johnson, Heather at Prototype House, and Cynthia Terpstra, who was their standing FAU Tech Runway mentor. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself.
FAU Tech Runway is excited to present the 2020 Maverick Venture of the Year Award to Locket Plates, a dynamic young company with exemplary success both inside and outside of Tech Runway. Locket Plates was started by Johnny Delvar, Jerry Desamores, and Christopher Mundy, 3 friends with a purpose.
Locket Plates came because I'm a very clumsy person, and one day walking into work, I tripped and spilled all my food over the floor, and I remember going to my partner, and I was like, hey, I just had this horrible experience.
It turns out that this unique invention can also help those devastated by natural disasters.
Locket Plates can be used to protect your food in unsanitary places, which is where the idea had hit me originally when I was volunteering in a third world country, Haiti, when the earthquake had hit them.
Locket Plates has donated over 1,500 plates to various nonprofits, including Feeding South Florida and Hope for Haiti. Their patented design helps reduce the carbon footprint of users and has eliminated more than 8,000 foam plates and 75,000 foam boxes from FAU's dining hall in 1 year.
Locket Plates is 2 identical plates that all you do is align the tabs, and when you align the tabs, you seal it to form a food container.
The opportunities for Locket Plates are promising.
In the near future, I see Locket Plates becoming a household name, and especially with COVID that's wrecking the nation, well, the world actually.
Locket Plates are now available on Amazon. This step will help launch the company into the stratosphere. FAU Tech Runway is proud to recognize Locket Plates for their outstanding achievements.
We want to tell Tech Runway thank you for this award. We appreciate it, and we'll never forget the words that were said on the first day of class. You're going to get out of this program what you put into it. Thank you again for this award, Tech Runway.
Thank you so much, Tech Runway, for this award. We wouldn't be able to launch the company without you. Thank you.
So Reese uses his Locket plate to catch his tears every time he hears that story, and he seals them in a Locket plate. So beautiful. So, looks, this is a student company. They have a patent. They're raising capital, as Reese mentioned. They partner with major corporations, the military, which is why Reese, his hair always looks so good, and he ties that tie just right with his military background. I, on the other hand, spent my early years in discos, so you can tell the difference of, our backgrounds. But Heather, I picked on you a little bit because, wow, you might be the person that I was talking about. And it's probably a really good opportunity for me to not only bust your chops a little bit, but talk about how important it is for the community. We've got well over 100 people, upwards of 200 people on the call with us today. And in addition to, funding, what else can folks do? Is it besides money, what other kind of opportunities are there for folks to get involved? Maybe you can share a little bit. And behave yourself, please, because I know that's hard for you. And unmute. Unmute. She did that on purpose. Dang it. Tequila. Doggone it. Oh, Heather, you did that on purpose. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Okay, sorry. I thought I hit it. I did it on purpose. You're right. But thank you, Lenny. But and congratulations to Locket Plates. We're very proud of you guys. And it's company stories like this one that you just heard is why Tech Runway continues to support amazing companies. We depend on 80% of our funding through donations and in-kind gifts from corporations and donors. We encourage everyone to get involved, whether it's, being a mentor, whether it's sponsoring or donating time. But what we like to do is, as you can see, there's a poll that'll pop up on your screen. Take the opportunity to fill this out and how you can get more involved at Tech Runway. And don't worry, if you don't know what you want to do right now, it will pop up throughout the program tonight.
Excellent. Thank you, Heather. Really appreciate it. And really the thing was I wanted to be more colorful than you tonight. And that was a goal of mine. And it's not easy to do that. So I don't know. Maybe we should put up a vote and see who's more colorful, me or Heather tonight.
I think you're winning. Winning.
All right. Winner chicken dinner. Anyway, Reese, did we miss anything? Because you seem to be the cleanup crew here. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Fab, you're a banker, right? So I've always admired bankers because I never figured out how you could spend your life in that world of money. I've spent my life without money. So, having been an entrepreneur several times and how do you just not go into the vault and fill your bag up and just, never go back to work? I never understood that. But beside your banking, what kind of entrepreneur experience do you have? That's something, we talked a little bit before the program, but that was a question I forgot to ask you. Do you have any interest in entrepreneurship? Do you have any great ideas you've come up with over your years in that, exciting banking business?
Well, Lenny, nothing like what we just saw with Locket Plate. And I'm so glad they're going to be with us at the end of the program. These gentlemen are just going to be fantastic, and we're going to get to see them here soon. But, I kind of dabble a little bit. I love banking. It's what I do. It's what I'm built for. But I hear about these entrepreneurs, and I get so excited. And I came up with something called FAB. And with the pandemic this year, Lenny, and you and I have talked about it, we're socially distancing, we're being so diligent, but, I did come up with this, facial auxiliary barrier, something that you can travel with as you start to get back to work. So let me demo it for you, and maybe you guys can give me some feedback. But I thought it would be really cool to have this because it covers not just your nose and mouth, but it covers your ears and your eyes too. So, and it's multi-purposes. Let me show you here. So, this is a way that you can, and I just think, there's a use for it. What do you think, Lenny? Does it covers your ears, it covers your eyes, it covers your nose and mouth, and you can travel with it. It's got multi-purposes, you can see. What do you think?
There are many other incubator programs before Tech Runway you might consider.
Fab, I have one idea, and I think this is gonna jettison you into our next segment. Don't quit your day job.
Oh, Lenny, man, painful. You and Reese are just so painful. All right. Well, good thing I love my day job, but I'm going to keep on trying, so you never know what I might come up with. So with that, I want to before I move into the next section, which is our mentor program, I do want to congratulate our very own President Kelly for accepting the Sun Sentinel Excalibur Award today, this afternoon. And so we are really proud of him and everything that's happened here at FAU. So had to put that plug in for John. So now our second award is the 2020 Maverick Mentor of the Year Award. And let me tell you, mentorship is so important to me. Yes, I'm not going to create any new products, but mentoring is really important. In my company, and I co-lead our Investing in Women's Global Council, and we've found that mentoring is such a key component to professional development. This year, especially with its extraordinary challenges, that women have relied on fellow executive women for guidance. And honestly, we were saved by technology this year because everything has been done virtually. So I know we all mentor informally too, but the mentoring program here at FAU Tech Runway is pretty special. Isn't it, Jessica? I want Jessica to talk about it and to introduce our award winner.
Of course, thanks, Fab. Yes, mentorship is so important on the entrepreneur's journey and even beyond. As business professionals, we all have mentors. This is why the mentor program is considered the cornerstone of our program. And I have the honor of actually presenting this year's 2020 Maverick Mentor of the Year Award to our fantastic mentor, Maria Hernandez. Now, Maria has been with the FAU Tech Runway program for almost 5 years. She has volunteered countless hours working with our entrepreneurs. She has served on our mentor board, and she continues to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs with her talent, her time, and her business experience. So let's hear from our 2020 Maverick Mentor Award winner, Maria. Let's see what she has to say.
At FAU Tech Runway, our 2020 Maverick Mentor of the Year Award goes to a visionary executive and leader in the community who is passionate about mentoring entrepreneurs. She inspires and motivates those around her while navigating the ups and downs inherent to starting a business.
I'm Maria Hernandez. I'm an innovation leader for Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits, and I'm an FAU Tech Runway mentor. My approach to mentoring is twofold. One, I try to focus the entrepreneur because they do have a lot of things on their plate to manage, and also I get them to prioritize. That is really key in order for them to have a good plan going forward.
Maria has devoted hundreds of hours of her personal time to guiding, advising, and leading FAU Tech Runway's entrepreneurs to success.
A couple of great benefits of being a mentor at FAU Tech Runway is twofold. One is you get to see fresh ideas, fresh new technologies as they come into the scene. The second is that you get to interact with other mentors that, again, you learn from that community and just makes you a better mentor all around.
She actively supports women entrepreneurs in a wide variety of industries, including technology, education, and healthcare.
The guidance I would give to women that would like to explore an entrepreneurial career is really to step out of their comfort zone. It's something that perhaps traditionally we haven't seen as many women go into, but the right time is now. And again, with FAU Tech Runway, you have the support system, you have the mentoring, so you're not out there alone trying to figure this out.
FAU Tech Runway is honored to acknowledge Maria Hernandez for her dedication to the team mentoring program.
Thank you again for the FAU Tech Runway Mentor of the Year Award. I am honored and humbled to be recognized for my efforts and time with FAU Tech Runway in the last several years. Thank you again.
So I am so proud of Maria, and she's going to be back with us at the end of the program, alive and did I say alive? No, alive at the end of the program, so that we can recognize her and the other award recipients again in person. But we are just so encouraged by what we just heard from Maria. And I continue to encourage people to mentor. You know, our Power of 10 Women's program, we are active in it. I have 10 women executive mentees myself. So I want to encourage all of you out there to support this activity. You can support it financially if you don't want to get involved. You can support it in kind, but become a mentor yourself, so that you can see how these entrepreneurs can be shaped by learning from other successes and failures. Failure is very important, and go on making the American dream a reality. So we're going to be excited to see Maria at the end of the show again. Heather, back to you.
Thanks, Fab, and congratulations to Maria and all the mentors who support and advise our venture companies. We appreciate all the time and dedication that you give to us and our team. Team mentoring is so important. It is a huge part of success at FAU Tech Runway. At Tech Runway, we're always looking for mentors. So if you're interested in becoming a mentor, here's your opportunity to fill out. Check that little box that says how to become a mentor. We would love to have you a part of our program. Lenny, unmute. I have a drink, so
I got back at you.
It's just so ironic. When you want him to talk, he doesn't, and when you don't want him, oh, never mind.
You know, Reese, speaking of talking, I don't know where you found the voiceover guy, but he's doing a fabulous job. It's like butter. It's just like butter. We really have to, we got to keep that guy. Yep. So guess what? Aviator program section. We're really going to take off now. The third award for this evening is the 2020 Maverick Aviator of the Year Award. The award goes to those individuals who have made a significant impact on the FAU Tech Runway program. And my friend, the one, the only, the inimitable, and hopefully we put his face on the screen this time, Connor Lynch, the chairman of the Tech Runway Advisory Board, will be giving the award out. Connor, tell us more.
Thank you, Lenny. Always such a great segue and smooth introduction. Thank you, Lenny. And honestly, the Aviator Award is a great new title for an existing award for us. And as Lenny said, it recognizes someone who's made a significant and lasting impact on the Tech Runway program. The recipient this year, Don K, I'm going to say K because that's so much easier for all of us, in receiving this award. So obviously there's so many things that I can talk about with Don, and there's no doubt that FAU and Tech Runway's accomplishments have been inspired by his generosity, shaped by his integrity, and realized through his dedication. He's been with us almost from the very, very beginning and has been involved in so many different areas of the organization. He's been the chairman. His leadership helped transform Tech Runway from a startup endeavor to a regional powerhouse in the entrepreneurship community. He has been instrumental in bringing in the largest gift to date from FPL to FAU Tech Runway, so we're incredibly thankful for that. And he continues to wear so many hats, having been the chairman. Obviously, he does a lot of fundraising. He makes introductions to different people in the business community. He consistently introduces the FAU Tech Runway program to many people in his business network. And I could go on all day in speaking about how often he has been a contribution to this organization. So Don K, thank you for all that you've done, for your contribution that you have made to date and that you continue to make on Tech Runway. And congratulations on this well-deserved Aviator Award.
Don Kieslewski passionately supports the entrepreneurial community by donating his time and resources to expand innovation, technology, and economic prosperity.
At FPL, we are very committed to economic development. We have our own economic development team that is nationally recognized and received several awards. We've actually started our own incubator that will dovetail perfectly into the work that we are doing here at Tech Runway. So the two together are going to combine to do great things for our local economy and create more jobs here locally.
He, together with Florida Power and Light Company's dedication and financial support, enabled FAU Tech Runway to become what it is today.
At FPL, just a few years ago, we gave $100,000 to Tech Runway, and that really came about because of President Kelly's vision in trying to make FAU the fastest rising university in the national university system, and we're delighted to be an investor.
Don became the chairman for the Tech Runway Advisory Board, otherwise known as TRAB, in 2017.
Tech Runway continues to make an economic impact right in our local community. If you think back, we've been in existence for just over a handful of years. We've had over 100 companies come through. They've created over 600 jobs, have had over $100 million in investment going into these companies. And in the years unfold moving forward, it's going to continue to grow exponentially.
Don Kay is a powerhouse, an advocate, a supporter, a friend. FAU Tech Runway is honored to present the 2020 Maverick Aviator Award to Don Kieslewski.
It's been a pleasure being a past chair of Tech Runway. I'd really like to thank the advisory board, the Tech Runway team, Dan Flynn, President Kelly, all those that contribute to the success of Tech Runway. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for the honor. I'm truly humbled, and I look forward to the great things that are ahead for this organization.
You know, all that and hair almost as good as Conan O'Brien's. I mean, what more could you want from an aviator? It's unbelievable. So I'd like to take a moment, talk about some of the actual general support of our program. Our mentors, our entrepreneurs, our sponsors, our donors, all the ways our community can give back. And it doesn't have to be money. I mean, look at me. Gosh, I have to roll up my sleeves. I had to borrow this jacket tonight. You know, the sleeves are too long. So it's not like I'm bringing a lot of money to the organization, but I bring a lot of words. If a word was $1, I would have donated $1 million to Tech Runway already. I'm just going to say that. But hey, listen, we all have our piece in this. And I always joked when we started the program and they handed me the microphone, and I said, okay, I've got one job. And so I'll reference that here tonight. And that's to separate folks from their money. So it's a lot harder to come into your living rooms and take the money out of under the mattress, wherever you're keeping it. But if you do have money, give us some. You know, I mean, gosh, you know, 2020 wasn't funny, but in 21, I want your money. Okay. I just made that up, but seriously, folks, I joke. But there's a lot of ways to give, and we'd love for you to be involved. I will tell you this, in all honesty, Fab said something about return on investment. A minute of time, $1, an in-kind moment given to Tech Runway, the return on that investment is paid again and again and again and again. And I have the pleasure and the honor of having been involved with this group since the very beginning. As the inaugural chair, and watching this thing grow, and side by side with Connor and Arnold, and I'm going to forget everybody's name, so forgive me. But you know, this was a small group of really caring folks, and we need to grow that and to continue making that impact on this community. I think it's important that it's not really just about the money. Okay, there are so many ways to give to this organization, and I think back to a meeting that I had as a lunch we went to, and I got to sit next to a guy that in the Forbes Forbes 100 or Forbes 1000, but oh, my internet, are you losing me? I mean, it was Charles Wrigley III. So, you know, I've gotten to meet some really cool people. So if you want to meet some cool people, hang out with Tech Runway folks. Anything else, Heather? I mean, did I hit what we need to say?
I think you did. Can you hear me though? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I think you did, Lenny. You hit the nail on the head. I think it's not just money. I think it's, you can, you know, give your time. We're always looking for in-kind services, whether it's, you know, helping with marketing, helping with accounting, helping with legal. We have some great partners that are doing that right now. Supplies, furniture, anything like that can help this program and these venture companies out. And I just want to mention, you know, Don, thank you so much for all your wonderful work that you have done at FAU Tech Runway. We appreciate you and FP&L's dedication and support to our programs. It is so important to have corporations involved with Tech Runway, and that because it continues to build the South Florida economy. And well, there you go. It's popped up again, how to get involved. So,
Honey, can I do a shot every time the survey pops up?
Oh, there you go.
Sure.
Yeah. And by the way, Don will be live after the program signing Conan O'Brien autograph photos. Oh my goodness. So Reese, it's so much fun spending time with you, and as you move into a different role, the banter with you has always been a lot of fun. So I appreciate it a lot. So I just want to take a second and thank you for everything you've done. It wouldn't be right to not take a few minutes or at least a second to say thank you to Reese. Oh, look, it says Lucky. Look, Reese must have written the script. It says Lenny, mute. Watch this. All right.
All right. So now we are going to give our next award, and for many of you, this you tuned in specifically for this moment, but you got so much more than you perhaps expected. But now we present, and here's where we see serious, Reese. Now we present our Maverick Entrepreneur of the Year Award to Dr. Maurice Ferre. Perhaps one of the most challenging tasks on this planet for an entrepreneur to undertake is to attempt to develop a cutting-edge medical technology and convert it into a useful product, and then transform that product into a massively successful business with global impact. An even more exceptional task for that same entrepreneur would be to attempt to do it even more successfully a second time. Tonight, we are privileged to honor the accomplishments and contributions of just such an entrepreneur. Maurice R. Ferre, MD, is chairman and CEO of Insight Tech, the innovator of incisionless surgery. Dr. Ferre brings over 20 years of experience as a serial entrepreneur in the medical technology industry. Previously, he served as co-founder, CEO, and chairman of Mako Surgical Corporation, a transformational robotic surgical company, which was acquired by Stryker Corporation for the paltry sum of $1.65 billion in 2013. Prior to Mako Surgical, Dr. Ferre was founder, CEO, and president of Visualization Technology, Inc., or VTI, which became the world leader in image-guided surgery with its navigational platform for ENT procedures. VTI was acquired by GE Healthcare in 2002. Dr. Ferre received his Doctor of Medicine and Master of Public Health degrees from Boston University in 1992. In 2007, he received the very prestigious Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, which is a national award, and was awarded BioFlorida's Lifetime Achievement Award in 2018. Dr. Ferre presently serves on the Board of Trustees for Boston University and is also active on the boards of the Everglades Foundation and Endeavor Miami. Tonight, it is our profound honor to name Dr. Maurice Ferre as FAU Tech Runway's 2020 Maverick Entrepreneur of the Year in recognition of his exceptional contributions to Florida's entrepreneurial ecosystem. Dr. Ferre.
Hi, my name is Maurice Ferre. I am the chairman and CEO of Insight Tech. Insight Tech is an amazing company that is transforming healthcare in terms of redefining how surgery is being performed in the brain. We're using acoustic energy to treat neurological diseases such as essential tremor and Parkinson's disease. Think about it for a second. We're using sound, acoustic energy to treat diseases. We're able to do surgeries in the brain without opening the skull. What's amazing is that we haven't even started to realize the potential of this technology. We have the potential of treating 200 million lives. The types of diseases that we're impacting are movement disorder diseases like Parkinson's and essential tremor, but also things like epilepsy, neuropathic pain, and neuro-oncology. These are diseases that are just life-threatening, and there's just no cure for some of these diseases. We've now impacted over 25,000 lives. We can do this in one session where the patient comes in, they go inside a machine, and in 2 hours, they're a different person. I remember a story of a patient who was embarrassed because they couldn't cook. Or even as simple as someone writing a check, and they just couldn't do this because they had these movement disorders, they had tremors. And when you hear those stories, it's inspirational. And it just says that we can make a difference. And that's what I think is so powerful about this technology.
My name is Gregory Lay. I'm in Quitman, Georgia. I had essential tremors and I don't shake anymore. And I can actually work again. And it makes me very, very happy. I was diagnosed with essential tremors. I was starting to shake uncontrollably when I started to work and do things. It got worse about 3 years ago.
A friend of mine was telling me about a book she had read and that it was treating essential tremors with ultrasound waves.
The procedure itself, it couldn't have went any better. And when I come out of that machine, it was like night and day.
Since it's been over, people have told him more than, several people have said that he seems like an entirely different person. And I know it's because he got his self-esteem back. It's just no doubt. Not only did Greg get his life back, we got our life together, not just the two of us, but the whole family.
So who would have expected Miami to be a med tech player? The geographies of the northern and southern hemispheres are perfect for here in Miami. Why not? And I'm really proud to be part of this ecosystem of redefining what South Florida is all about. What I love about Insight Tech is that we are unstoppable. The technology's been built, the clinical evidence has been built, the thought leaders have bought into it, the societies have bought into it. We just are all about getting it done.
The very essence of inspiration. Dr. Ferre, we can't thank you enough. We'd love to hear directly from your mind and your mouth.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure that the mute button was on. I did have my tequila in front of me, ready to drink. So I want to first thank FIU and all the remarkable things that you guys are doing at Tech Runway. It's very impressive and very important in terms of what we're trying to do here, especially down here in South Florida. I think that we have the opportunity to really transform this whole area. And what FAU does, what the Tech Runway does in building entrepreneurs is really a key step to this. I would say that having gone through this a couple times, I would leave everybody who's part of your program to always be resilient, to always have a keen eye on the prize, staying focused, associating yourselves with key people, working through those tough issues. There's going to be ups and downs, and you have to just believe in yourself. There's so many times that I think we all experience when we think we don't have it right, and it just takes time for these things to come together. I have been blessed. I have been fortunate. I've been blessed with a wonderful family. I've been blessed to have a wonderful education, and I have a gift. And I think all of us have gifts. And what we have to do is find our gifts, find our purpose. And I think that believing in oneself is really the key to success. It's enabling you to convince others that will then eventually believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect people to believe in what you do? I thank and I look forward, Reese and everybody over at FAU, to get more engaged in your ecosystem. I'm looking forward, and I thank you very much for giving me this wonderful honor. So thank you.
Well, Dr. Ferre, we'll come off mute and clap real quick and thank you as well. We're just exceptionally grateful to you, not only for inspiring our state's tech entrepreneurs, but also for being a shining example of how a serial entrepreneur can give back and pay it forward by helping to grow an entire ecosystem within which our entrepreneurs and their ventures may thrive. So thank you again. On a humorous note, I will say you're the first resident of Miami-Dade County that knew he did not need a passport or a visa to come visit Palm Beach County. So we need that word to get out, and we need to do the same. Palm Beach County needs to make regular trips to the Mecca that is Miami. So thank you again. And now, absolutely. And now, Ms. Brumley, Fab, would you kindly move us into the next portion of the evening's proceedings?
I will, but I'm just so still in awe from that video and from hearing from Dr. Ferre. Dr. Ferre, thank you so much for your contribution to mankind and for supporting FAU. And Reese, thank you for the wonderful comments and for recognizing Dr. Ferre's efforts. And we're so proud of that. The presentation was amazing. I'm still kind of caught up in that right now. Well, now we're going to the moment we've all been waiting for. So Lenny, where are you? Are you there out there?
I am.
I'm not sure if you're going to mentor me or if I'm going to mentor you. I think we might have to do a little bit of each, but let me tell you, let's bring all of our award recipients back onto the stage. What do you think on this virtual stage? What do you think, Lenny?
I think it's a great idea. And I think if you're thinking about mentoring me, you better be very careful what you're signing up for, because I'm not sure you're up for that task.
That's a very good point. Very good point.
Anyway, yeah, we've got, so 3 folks we're going to let just say thanks, and just very quickly, shorter than Reese, if you'd be so kind. First, the gang from Lockett. If you all want to say a couple of quick words to the group here. Chris?
Thank you. Yes. Hey, hello, everybody. Yes. From the team at Lockett Place, we just want to tell everyone thank you for, showing the support that you have at Tech Runway and FAU for our company. And we really appreciate everything you guys have done for us. And once again, just thank you again.
Thank you. We're so proud of you, and thanks and congratulations. Maria, my dear friend Maria, it's so good to see you. Is that a virtual bar that you're sitting at, or is that a real bar that you're sitting at?
It's a virtual one. Thank you, Lenny. And I just, again, want to thank everyone. It's really an honor to have been a mentor and made an impact to so many entrepreneurs at Tech Runway. So thank you for the opportunity to do that and to give back.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what you're imitating, but that's really not kind of in with the theme there, Lenny.
In spirits, you're actually in your office.
I think Lenny's got
Maria.
internet slowness there, or too much tequila. What's going on there, Lenny? I think you were about to bring Don K on,
Says
right?
your name.
That was his intro to Don K.
My glass run empty. Oh, I was. Don, turn the FPL internet off here.
Hey folks, Lenny, great job tonight, and Fab, you guys are amazing, and I'm just so proud of the team and all the accomplishments and all the great guests we've had tonight. So thank you for the honor, and thanks for letting me say hello to everybody. It's great to see everybody.
So we would like to thank you, Don. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Chris, and your team. We'd like to, Maria, Fab, how many glasses do you have there? I think this is time for
I'm sticking to sparkling water here.
All right. I already
set these people off right.
Yeah, I already spilled stuff on my computer, and this company issued. I'm probably in big trouble. Anyway, happy holidays, safe holidays. Please remember to social distance. Be very careful out there, because we want everyone to be with us next year live. And again, Reese, congratulations to you. Congratulations to our winners. Stay safe.
I'm going to say one more thing before you end, Lenny. Oh, can I interrupt you? Is that all right? I just want to say thank you to the entire board, the mentor cadre, the donors, the sponsors, and more importantly, the community at large. You guys are an amazing community here supporting FAU Tech Runway. We couldn't be prouder to be here. I'm speaking on behalf of Lenny and me. We've had meetings to discuss tonight, and we're just so proud of you all. So just want to say thank you. And Lenny, back to you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, yes. Heather, do you have anything to say? 2020, not so funny. 21, we want your money. What else?
Absolutely. I do want to say one more congratulations to all the honorees, and thank you everyone for celebrating with us tonight. We are so proud of all of our entrepreneurs and supporters of FAU Tech Runway, and we could not do this without you. We wanted everybody to join us in celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Week. And by going to here's the plug, everybody go to the Maverick website and support these entrepreneurs, $1, $5, $10, whatever your heart desires, or if you want to get involved, you can do that as well. So please support these entrepreneurs, help their dreams become a reality. And like everyone else has said, is just have a happy Thanksgiving. Connor, anything on your end?
Yes, thank you. I just want to take a quick moment and also congratulate tonight's award recipients. I also wanted to take a second just to thank the entire Tech Runway team for all the work and effort you put into making this happen tonight. I know that it's been going on for a very long time. Beverly, Jessica, Heather, Paige, Pinar, Reese, and Sean, thank you everybody. Dan, the Division of Research, and the entire university for your continued support. I'm incredibly grateful for it, and I know the organization is constantly improving because of what you put into it. Also, as Fab said, the Tech Runway Advisory Board and mentors, this wouldn't exist without all of you. I especially want to thank Lenny for his future endowment that he was designing for the program. Thank you, Lenny, for all the $1 million endowment I'm announcing for you today. And thank you to all the sponsors and everybody who continues to contribute to the organization. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and thank you for joining us.